This year at the premium show Backlash 2025, the first match that has been made official is Randy Orton versus John Cena. But the interesting part is that the possible result of this match has already been leaked, according to which there is a 95% chance that John Cena will retain his championship. The reason for this is that John Cena is expected to remain champion until the end of this year. Additionally, there are two big reasons being mentioned behind John Cena retaining the title. The first reason is that John Cena, as a heel, will stay champion until the year's end. And the second reason could be that since WWE has the last chance to conduct the Randy Orton versus John Cena feud, they might want to extend this feud a bit longer. That's why we can say that even if Randy Orton loses at Backlash 2025, he will still have another opportunity to win later. Now, here starts our video for today, where we will talk about the 5 possible superstars who might interfere in the John Cena vs. Randy Orton match and help John Cena win. Because one thing is confirmed, John Cena is not going to win cleanly. He will win by cheating like a true heel. Now, who could these 5 people be? Let's talk about them. At number 5 on our list is Travis Scott. You all know that he has been working with John Cena. There isn't much to discuss here because it has already become obvious that Travis Scott could interfere during the match. So without wasting time, let's move to number 4, and that name is Drew McIntyre. Viewers, Drew McIntyre is a wrestler who has always praised The Rock. To add to your knowledge, let me tell you that the sword Drew McIntyre carries was actually gifted to him by The Rock. Moreover, Drew McIntyre has often been seen whispering backstage with The Rock. There was a time when secret backstage meetings between The Rock and Drew McIntyre were happening, and people began speculating that maybe Drew McIntyre would start working with The Rock. Today, where John Cena stands, Drew McIntyre was once seen standing at that same spot. That's how closely associated he was with The Rock. Now, can we speculate once again that Drew McIntyre might still be working with The Rock? If that's the case, then it's possible that just when it seems Randy Orton is about to win the title during the match, Drew McIntyre might interfere, helping John Cena retain his championship. At number 3 on our list is The Rock. According to records so far, The Rock usually doesn't interfere like this. I mean, if The Rock didn't even appear at a major premium show like WrestleMania 41, will he show up at Backlash 2025? The answer to this question is very interesting. The reason The Rock didn't show up was because of John Cena himself. You might remember that John Cena had said he would destroy wrestling and eliminate all the fun from it. If The Rock had appeared during that match, it would have made the match interesting because The Rock wouldn't have been alone. Then, just like last year, other big wrestlers like Stone Cold Steve Austin would have been involved too. Initially, there were plans to show Stone Cold helping Cody Rhodes, and in opposition to him, The Rock would appear. But because John Cena's gimmick was about destroying wrestling, and because WWE had already decided that what John Cena said in his promo would come true, meaning the match would be boring, they kept the match very simple, meaning what John Cena said actually happened. He made WrestleMania's main event boring and ruined it. He didn't even use his finishing move to win the match. Therefore, The Rock didn't appear then. However, since he is still part of the storyline, we can hope that The Rock might appear at Backlash 2025 and interfere in the match. Number 2 on our list is R-Truth. You might laugh after hearing this name and only think of the Joker R-Truth, but according to the storyline, there is a real possibility that R-Truth might help his hero John Cena. If you remember, in a recent SmackDown segment, you saw R-Truth congratulating John Cena on winning the championship. R-Truth said, "John Cena, you did a great job. If you ever need my help, I'll be there for you." Now, WWE might have just shown this segment for fun, but it's also possible they use it in the storyline and show R-Truth helping John Cena. Or it could be shown that R-Truth just came out innocently to meet John Cena, but because of him, Randy Orton ends up losing the match. If this happens, at least R-Truth will get a chance to be involved in a big storyline. What do you think about it? Viewers, at number 1 on our list is Paul Heyman's new faction, who might possibly come to help John Cena at Backlash 2025. The reason they are at number 1 is because recently, all of them have been linked to The Rock. First, let's talk about Paul Heyman himself, who still seems to be in contact with The Rock. You might remember when Paul Heyman was working with Roman Reigns, he was shown contacting The Rock too. He used to have two phones, one for contacting Roman Reigns and one for contacting The Rock, meaning even today, Paul Heyman could still be in touch with The Rock. Also, before WrestleMania 41, in an interview, Seth Rollins clearly said that if he ever had the opportunity to sell his soul to The Rock for business, he would do it without hesitation. When we connect these dots, it seems very possible that Paul Heyman's faction could come to help John Cena. WWE could benefit from this angle by setting up future storylines, especially leading to a potential Rock versus Roman Reigns match. Viewers, what are your thoughts about all this? Be sure to tell us in the comments.